Hey, CLAT aspirants, this is Aminta Shaurya Goswami. Welcome back to the Legal Vibe. I hope you all are doing absolutely great and your preparation is going well. So, a lot of you have been asking me that how to self-prepare for CLAT. If you're self-preparing, then what are the resources do you need and where to actually get all of the things to prepare for CLAT. So, in this video, I'm going to tell you all the resources, everything you need if you are preparing yourself for CLAT. And basically, let's get started with the video. What are the things you actually need in CLAT preparation? First and foremost, you need mocks, and then you need your reading material, because obviously you have to read a lot for CLAT, and then you need your practice material, and then you need your GK material, because yes, GK is important, and then you need a personal mentor. So I mean, yeah, it is really necessary to have a mentor, because that will be the only person to tell you where you are going wrong, or and how to correct your mistakes, and you can ask your doubts too. So now we will discuss each of the elements one by one, and I will tell you where you can access these particular things. So yeah, mocks. Let's start with mocks. So there are various resources for mocks, and again, you should give a mock in a week necessarily. Don't please wait for your syllabus to get completed. Okay, so for mocks, you can look into some books, some publications. For example, but there are some publications by OSA Books, and so they have one book which is for 10 mocks they have for CLAT and ALET. So you can look into that book. Also, they have 10 previous year question papers, so you can as well look in that book. So this is the book I was talking about by OSA Books, 10 mock test papers for CLAT UG. So let's look into the book. This is the contents. They have tips and tricks for CLAT, and latest syllabus for CLAT, eligibility criteria, NLU 2024 cutoff, 2024 to 2025, and NRF ranking. So this helps you while you select your college preferences. And then they have trend analysis, like what kind of questions has been asked in from 2025 to 2021 CLAT. And then it starts with the first paper, the last year, previous year solved paper 2025, and then they have 10 mocks completely curated by them as per the syllabus. They have answer keys and everything. So you can surely look into this book. The link is in the description box, so go get it. Also, if you want to purchase these books, the link is in the description box. And apart from that, there is a lot of content available on Telegram. Like you all know that if you go to Telegram, you search for CLAT mocks, or if you search for CLAT channels, then you can find the mocks for all the available institutes. So you have to give one mock in a week. So you can pick from those particular mocks and give a mock in a week. And again, give your mock, analyze it, and then ask your doubts to your mentor, whoever it is. I mean, if he or she is some of your senior or anyone for that matter. So yeah, I hope mocks is sorted. And I mean, these are the only 5 things you need. So please don't look around either or there. Just make sure that yeah, you are doing these 5 things in your CLAT preparation, and you'll be good to go. Next is practice material, right? Before practice material, let's talk about reading material, because you have to read a lot for CLAT. So again, in reading particularly has 2 parts. You have to read books and you have to read articles. So for books, you can obviously you can type the name of the book on Google and search for the PDF of that book, and you can download the PDF and you can read it from the PDF. So that is one thing you can do. And there is an app for mobile applications called Read Era. So it is a really good app to read books in your mobile phone or a tablet. So yeah, that's a nice way to do it. And for articles, there is obviously you have to read newspaper. You have to read newspapers. Newspapers are very, very, very important. And again, I can't emphasize on this point enough that how important newspapers from reading perspective as well. Newspapers are not just for your GK preparation. It is as well as for your RC, for your critical reasoning as well. Okay. So newspapers, again, you can refer to the Hindu, and you can refer to the Indian Express. You need not to read both of the newspapers. You just pick one, the Hindu or the Indian Express. Again, you can access all these newspapers on Telegram, and there are other channels on YouTube which actually post newspaper analysis as well. So if you want, you can watch that analysis, and yeah, you're good to go. And after that, if you want to read more articles, there is a website called Aeon Essays. AEON.essays, essays, ESSAYS. So on that website, you find a lot of articles in all the different genres that are available in this world. See, CLAT is an exam which actually tests you on all possible reading genre. They ask philosophy, they ask economy, they ask everything. Okay, so to prepare particularly for those genres, you can go to Aeon Essays and read the articles from there. You can read 2 to 3 articles per day and you'll be good to go. And also, please don't miss the newspaper on any given day. It is really, really, really important. And about the practice material. And before the practice material, you must be wondering that you will need to like learn first. You will need to learn CR, you will need to learn RC. See, CR and RC RC does not have a lot of concepts per se. It has tones and vocabulary. Vocabulary also, you don't have to learn vocabulary. You just keep on reading and try to figure out the meaning of the words from the context itself. That's how you do vocabulary. And also in the Hindu, there is a section called Know Your English. So if you read that every day, and below that section there is 1 word per day. So if you do that, that will be enough. And also if you practice enough, you'll know, and if you read enough, you'll know that how to derive the meaning of the word from the particular context given. And that is what CLAT wants you to do, right? And apart from that, tones and everything, and the concepts in CR, there are various YouTube channels which actually do this for you. There are channels by Legal Edge. The Legal Edge teaches the CR and everything, and 12 minutes to CLAT, and all other places. People teach you how to study CR and how to study RC, tones and everything. And also, even I was saying that I will take up some sessions in our YouTube channel where I will teach you how an argument is formed, and how do you weaken an argument, how do you strengthen an argument, or for that matter RC, what are the literary devices which actually come in the exam, how do you actually tackle vocabulary and everything. So for this particular part, you can look for RC and CR में ही पढ़ना है तुम्हें. You don't need to study anything in legal. Okay, RC and CR के पढ़ने के लिए YouTube is enough. You don't need to study in legal because CLAT doesn't need you to know the law. If you know the law, good for you, but again at the end of the day, you will have to read the passage, right? Why do you study law for CLAT is because passage पढ़ते समय you don't get confused, you get used to the language of the law. Okay, that is why you study law to begin with. Okay, so for that you can keep on reading articles. Legal articles would do the job for you. You don't need to understand and learn the law. Okay, you just need to understand what's given there. So if you read passages from live law, bar and bench, and SC Observer, Supreme Court Observer, so these are the places when you can go and read legal articles. So yeah, this is something which can really help you. And again, at the end of the day, coming back to practice, as much as you practice is less. Seriously, you have to practice a lot. You will improve in all of these sections if you practice properly and diligently. If you practice every day, you will improve in all of these sections. Now you must be wondering that where do you practice from? Where do you get these sections from? See, as I told you in the beginning about the mocks, you don't give the mocks of every particular coaching, right? You give 1 mock in a week. And on Telegram, you can find the mocks of every possible coaching available, right? You find the mocks of LE, LPT, CP, and CL, and everything that is available on Telegram. So you are giving 1 mock as mock, 1 institute's mock as mock. So what you can do is you can take other institutes' mocks. You will easily find around 6 institutes issuing their mocks weekly. Okay, and on Telegram you will find all of these mocks and their answer keys. So 1 mock you give on as a mock, and on the other days you give the mocks as sections. You take a particular section. Maybe you took RC from a mock and you solved it as a sectional and then checked it from the answer key. So that's how you will not have the lack of content for any particular section for that matter. You can practice GK as well. साथ के साथ तुम GK practice कर सकते हो, and at the end of the day तुमने सारे इंस्टीट्यूट्स के मॉक्स कर लिए हैं, तो दैट वे पेपर कैसा भी आता है, यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व दैट पर्टिकुलर पेपर. यू विल हैव दैट आइडिया दैट ओके वट एवर कम्स इन द पेपर बिकॉज आई हैव सॉल्व्ड ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ मॉक्स अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट. सो यू हैव प्रैक्टिस एवरीथिंग, राइट? सो दिस इज ऑल्सो अ रियली गुड वे. सो जो मॉक्स तुम दे रहे हो, 1 मॉक 1 वीक में दे रहे हो, बट जो मॉक्स नहीं दे रहे हो, यू कैन यूज ऑल दोज मॉक्स एज योर प्रैक्टिस content and you can practice from there. That will be enough. Like seriously, you don't need to get RS or anything from any particular institute. I mean, you get it. See, I prepared from that as well. I prepared from that only, RSMs and everything, because I was enrolled in legal edge. But again, those things are enough. But again, if you don't have the access to that, you don't need to buy it. You don't need to, cry for it that you can't access the coaching and everything. You can just go on Telegram and download mocks of different institutes, get a printout, and just solve them. And you're good to go. That is all you need to do. See, until unless you have good guidance and you are practicing and you're working enough and you're reading, obviously, you're good to go. Seriously. Okay. And next, let's come on GK. GK is a very, very, very vast topic, and that is why I'm taking up GK अलग से. And also, before going to GK, I'd like to talk about QT, how to study QT. QT में बहुत normal सी चीज़ें exist करती हैं. Again, ratios, percentages, averages, simple interest, compound interest इतना आता भी नहीं है, but like simple interest, compound interest, and partnership, and that is all you need. So again, you can learn all of this from YouTube channels. All of this is available on YouTube channels. You just have to learn it from there and apply it in your particular practice when you are practicing your QT. Just make sure you are practicing it every day. Okay. Coming back to GK. The first thing you need is again newspaper. See, GK में तुम्हें notes बनाने होते हैं. अब तुम notes कैसे बनाओगे? So you pick up the newspaper and you read the newspaper every day. When you're reading the newspaper every day, there'll be one or two topics that you will be getting from that particular newspaper. Some topics that are being highlighted. Okay, you get those topics. एक दिन में एक न्यूज़पेपर से एक या दो टॉपिक निकाले and you search the topic on Google. There are a lot of you search, for example, India Pak War, UPSC. That is the prompt you have to use and search it on Google, and you will find all of the particular given websites. There are the SHIAS, NextIS, and everything. You read it from there. You read everything from there. You don't have to write all of that down, because obviously that is for UPSC. But you can read all of that. You read all of that, and then you pick some pointers and and write them down in a notes. And again, you're good to go. You're done with your newspaper and your GK for that matter. If you do this, starting from now till CLAT, there won't be any topic, any important topic that won't come up in the newspaper. So if there is anything that is coming in the newspaper for last 2-3 days or 3-4 days, it becomes important. You read about it and you feel like you make notes on it. That's how you do it. And at the end of the month, when you've done this exercise all the 30 days, then at the end of the month, there are compendiums released by institutes. There is CLAT Express by LPT, there is CLAT Post by Legal Edge. You can access all of that. It's available on Telegram again. So you download it from there, and you see that are there any topics you have not made notes on in that particular month. And if there is any such topic, you just read that topic from there and add it to your notes. Yeah, it is very important that you add that particular topic to your notes. Okay, and you can read the entire compendium, because that will also help you to revise your questions, revise whatever you have studied in the entire month, right? And apart from that, to practice again, if you will be doing mocks of various institutes as practice material, then you will be well versed with everything, and then you will be able to because there are some institutes which just give static GK in their mocks. There are some institutes which just give current GK in their mock. There are some institutes जो ऐसे इधर उधर की सारी चीजें दे देते हैं. So if you do everything as practice material on every day, I'm not asking you to do all the mocks as mocks. I'm asking you to do all of that as a practice material if you don't have a particular coaching, right? If you're self-preparing. So if you do all of that, you'll be good to go. In addition to that, there is a website called GK Today. If you go to that website every day, there are 5 MCQs. So you solve those 5 MCQs every day. And yeah, done. GK is done. That's all you need to do. You need to do newspaper and make notes. You don't have to make notes from newspaper, right? You got it, right? You have to pick a topic and then research on it and make your notes. Newspaper, compendium, and GK Today, and practice material, which you will be getting from mocks. Yeah, that's it for GK. You don't need to do more than this. See, the problem with GK is there are a lot of resources available, and you wouldn't know that what you have to do and what you don't have to do. So that's how, and that's why this is the video for you, right? So you have to stick to some particular resources, right? And these are the resources. See, GK is really vast and you can't study everything. And also CLAT doesn't ask everything. CLAT asks CLAT specific things. So if you are practicing, you're good to go. And if you're doing all of this, it's more than enough, and that's all you need to do. And lastly, coming on a mentor, because if you are solving all of this and you're doing RC, GK, CR, and everything, you'll have a lot of doubts, and you will need a mentor to solve all of your doubts. See, probably you need to invest here, or if you don't have much resources, like much financial resources, there are other coaching institutes like IDIA, which provides you mentorship for free. So either you can look for a mentor, maybe a senior, or whoever you know who has done CLAT. You can reach out to them, ask your doubts to them, because it is very important to have a mentor. Make sure, मतलब तुम्हारी 50% of preparation तो वहीं हो जाती है जहाँ तुम्हारे पास mentor है बस. If you have the mentor and you listen to that person and you do it, what that person is saying, that तो 80% हो जाती है तुम्हारी preparation फिर, ठीक है? So it is very important that you have a mentor, and make sure you do have a mentor for CLAT, for asking all of your doubts. So I hope now you know the resources, all of the resources which you need to self-prepare for CLAT. And if there is anything else, please drop them down in the comment section, and I will try to answer. And if you need the video on any particular topic, please drop them down in the comment section. We will try to bring the video as soon as possible. And till then, have fun and best of luck for your exam, and best of luck for the preparation. Sayonara.